Bienvenidos a Sobre, nuestro macabro podcast. Yo soy Dee.
Guess who's back? Back again.
You didn't even let me finish the sentence.
I'm back, bitches. No, I'm kidding. Don't put that.
Too
I'm
late.
kidding.
That's going to go on the podcast.
I'm back.
Hi, welcome back.
Did you miss me?
I guess. But yeah.
Hey, everyone.
Bienvenidos a Sobre, nuestro macabro podcast. Ali's finally back. And we have a new case for you guys this week. And it's going to take place in Fort Worth, Texas.
La familia Laguna necesita de nuestra ayuda. Aún no tienen información sobre la persona que le quitó la vida a su hijo. Esta persona escapó de la escena del crimen sabiendo lo que acababa de hacer. Por culpa de esta persona, una familia está de luto y no pararán hasta que se haga un arresto. Este es el caso de Luis Carlos Laguna Junior. Advertencia: la información de este caso puede ser desencadenante para algunos. Tengan en cuenta que algunos de estos casos pueden involucrar menores de edad, abuso, violación o violencia. Escuchen con precaución.
Warning: the information on this case can be triggering to some. Please be advised that some of these cases may involve children, abuse, rape, and violence. Listen with caution.
There's just a bunch of questions, like you said, that are unanswered, and I'm fully aware that we may never have answers for that.
Steve and Heather and Fort Worth police tell me they have interviewed multiple witnesses who were there the night of the shooting, but no one is identifying the shooter, so they're hoping that someone will change their mind and come forward.
We'll find out who did this and get some peace.
Luis Carlos, más bien conocido como Carlitos, tenía 19 años cuando alguien decidió quitarle la vida. Carlitos se había graduado de James Martin High School en mayo del 2023 y estaba estudiando en Tarrant County College. Just like his dad, he had plans to join the Navy. Desde la pérdida de su hijo, el señor Carlos, el papá de Carlitos, ha estado muy activo en TikTok para que el nombre de su hijo no se olvide y para encontrar justicia. Carlos ha estado compartiendo videos de Carlitos en TikTok y es muy difícil ver estos videos y saber que Carlitos ya no está con nosotros. Fue un muchacho muy querido, alegre y apegado a su familia. If you guys see his pictures when we posted, he had this, I think you've seen it, right? I sent you the picture.
Yeah.
He had this contagious smile. He was always smiling. In these videos that the dad posts, in all of them, he's either laughing, he's dancing, he loved working on cars, he loved spending time with his dad. He had so much love for music, he was always dancing. En su graduación de high school, su familia le quisieron hacer una fiesta. It was una fiesta a lo grande. Y Carlitos se la pasó toda la noche bailando. At this party, Carlitos gave a thank you speech to his parents. And in this video that his dad posted, it's Carlitos in the middle and his parents are on his side. And you could just see, just looking at the parents, how proud they were of his son by the way that they would look at him. They raised a really good kid. Carlitos en este video les está agradeciendo por todo lo que sus papás han hecho por él. Les está diciendo cuánto los quería y los apreciaba. Y su papá también tomó el tiempo para decirle a Carlitos how proud of him he was. It's beautiful just to watch the relationship that they had in these videos. En estos videos, como dije, hemos podido conocer quién era Carlitos. Era un muchacho lleno de vida, de amor, de sueños, un muchacho que adoraba a su familia, a su novia y a la música. It's really unfortunate that we're all getting to know him through these videos and because of what happened. El día 17 de noviembre del año 2023, Carlitos fue a un ranch party con sus amigos en Fort Worth, Texas, para ver la banda Nivel. There were gonna be other bands playing, but Nivel was the main band.
Yeah, it was like more like a local thing, like a show. Yeah, okay.
Ese día, su padre se despide de Carlitos sin saber que sería el último día que miraría a su hijo con vida.
I remember him looking at me. He gave me his 2 thumbs up. He's like, I promise you I'll be home. I promise I'll be home. And that was the last I saw him.
Carlitos estaba disfrutando la noche con sus amigos. Se han publicado videos de esa noche donde se ve a Carlitos con sus amigos bailando, cantando y sonriendo. They were happy. They were seeing bands that they enjoyed and they were just having a great time together. Por lo que se ha dicho, al terminar el baile en la madrugada del 18 de noviembre, there was an argument between Carlitos and his friends and another group. This other group consisted of other females and males. They haven't said how many, but it was a couple of people in the other group. So there was an argument. It was just verbal. There was nothing physical, no hubieron golpes, nada de eso. Nada más fue verbal. No se ha dicho por qué empezó el argumento o qué fue lo que se dijo, qué fue el contexto del argumento. Lo que se sabe es que al terminar, los dos grupos se fueron cada quien a su lado.
Okay.
Right? El baile ya había terminado. They were all going their separate ways. Their plan, well, Carlitos and his friends' plan was to go home.
Okay.
Cada quien se fue a su lado. El señor Carlos explica que él le enseñó a Carlitos que a veces iban a haber situaciones que no valían la pena pelear. Porque uno nunca sabe con quién se está metiendo. Uno nunca sabe lo que la otra persona es capaz de hacer.
Yeah.
Y eso fue lo que Carlitos hizo esa noche. Él decidió que este argumento no valía la pena. He was like, I came here with my friends to have fun, and now I'm gonna go home. Desafortunadamente, una persona del otro grupo no pensó lo mismo. Carlitos y sus amigos se suben a la camioneta de Carlitos y al tratar de salir del estacionamiento, se oye un disparo. Una bala entra a la camioneta de Carlitos y le da a Carlitos en la cabeza. Esta persona no pensó. Más bien, mejor dicho, I would say no le importó, porque we're all adults, right? We know that if we're carrying a gun and it's loaded, si la disparamos a la dirección de alguien,
there's a high probability that somebody's gonna get injured, get shot,
Exactly.
or somebody's tragically is gonna die.
Exactly.
There's only so many outcomes that can happen, and one of them is sadly not the fact that it might just hit nothing. It's a very low probability of that happening. At some point, some way, you're gonna fatally shoot either your target or an innocent bystander. And to me, it's horrible that one shot just hit him like right in the head. That's horrible.
And that's right. That's the crazy thing, that una bala y fue como directa. Right? I mean, it's just en la parte que le dio en la cabeza. You know, we know that those are deadly.
Yeah. even if
it's hard for people to come back from.
Even if they do survive, it's basically brain dead, and that's horrible.
Esta persona no pensó, no le importó el daño que iba a causar.
Didn't even think about it twice, thought about the consequences.
Sadly, Carlitos murió en el hospital.
Y cuando entramos estaba mi hijo en la cama, vendado en la cabeza, en malas condiciones, y pues ya de ahí nos dijeron los doctores que con ese tipo de disparo casi nunca se reponen. Es fatal.
There are witnesses out there who saw it happen, who saw who did it, who know this person. Because, como dije al principio, era un grupo de personas que iban en el otro, eran muchas personas que iban en el otro grupo. They're covering up for this person.
Yeah.
Because no one has come forward. There's been no information. There's no clues or anything. They don't have any idea who it was who pulled the trigger. My question is, why are you covering up for this person?
Yeah.
Like, do you really want to continue being friends or a friend with someone who was capable of doing this?
It's horrible to me to even think of knowing somebody that did this type of tragic event to somebody. It's, if you know something, you know that you were with this person carries a firearm and shot it irresponsibly towards somebody and hit them and they died. Because there's no way, at least in my mind, that nobody knows about this case, especially in that town. Every town has like their own news network and their own news and what's going on. But for me, it's like everybody in Fort Worth knows somebody that was at that event, or knows of Carlitos and his friends, or vice versa. They know the person that shot
the people in the group. Yeah.
So it's like, for me, it's like, if you know something, why cover up for them? They're not giving you anything. They're not, gonna save your life. Like, why not just say something? Because if that same issue was happening to you, you wish to have some answers as well. I truly hope that these people that surround that person aren't cold-hearted enough to be like, well, it's not my problem. Because if it was the other way around, you'd want to know,
And I mean, it is a problem because they're witnesses.
Yeah.
And they're not saying anything.
Mm-hmm.
And they know who this person is. So now they're part of the issue now.
Yeah. And instead of just coming out and be like, hey, I had nothing to do with it, but I saw that this person had a firearm, or I saw that person shot into the car, or something,
Yeah, because we don't know if it was this person's firearm or he or she. If they took it from somebody else, we don't know. But there was a gun involved.
Yeah.
And people saw.
Yeah.
I find it. Well, I was gonna say find it hard to believe, but if this argument, I guess if it wasn't as bad, or if it wasn't catching. Porque había más gente ahí, right? Era un baile, había más gente. Maybe it wasn't bad enough to catch people's attention, like people around's attention, because we've all seen it on TikTok, where pasa un show y cuando salen del show, gente hace desmadre, right? We've all seen videos where people somehow end up getting into fights, there's hair pulling, there's people hitting cars, whatever, after a show. And there's always someone recording. Yeah. You get different perspectives of like people, like, oh, someone from this corner and then this one, they all got some form, they got the fight, right? So I'm like, nadie miró que estaban argumentando.
Yeah.
Was it because como no hubo golpes, like no, it didn't catch people's attention?
I truly feel like como se dice, like, we live in an era where everybody has their phone with them. Everybody's recording everything that's going on, or they see a little fuss y ahí andan grabando. So to me, it's like somebody knows something, somebody recorded something, somebody took a picture of something. We live in a digital era that there should be enough evidence to at least have a trace of where to look. And clearly the dad doesn't have this, the proper support from either the authorities or from or businesses around the area or even like people that were involved in the actual event. Like there should be some sort of evidence to show
something.
And if there literally isn't any evidence, then most likely somebody knows something.
And this dad, man, el señor Carlos, he's really trying. Like he's posting almost every day. It's just, I feel like con todo lo que él está haciendo, there should be some movement.
Yeah.
Right? Because he's trying so hard and people on TikTok are responding and sharing and somebody needs to know something. It's like you said, a lo mejor no grabaron lo que pasó, right? Because we don't know how bad the argument was, right? Sometimes puede ser que alguien nos escuchó like arguing back and forth and they were just like, I'll just voy a seguir caminando. Pero si tú vistes a esta persona, vistes a este grupo y los puedes identificar, di algo.
Yeah.
No te quedes callado o callada because this family needs answers.
Yeah.
Carlitos needs his justice.
Completely agree. I feel like
it's just so frustrating.
I feel like that's one of the most heartbreaking things is that this parent is out there doing this every single day, trying to get any sort of coverage for his son, trying to find answers, find clues, find any piece of evidence or like clue to lead him to the right direction. And to me, it's heartbreaking to know that nobody's willing to put that grain of salt to start opening the case and start getting some sort of justice for Carlos, It's truly unimaginable that people don't want to move in that direction. And to me, it hurts so much to see a parent fighting this hard to find justice for their child when it shouldn't be this way. They shouldn't be having to fight for justice. They should be, mourning and healing from their loss.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. If you were there and have information, like we said, please say something. There is a family who lost their son, their brother, their boyfriend, their grandson. You can make an anonymous call. What they need is the name of this person that pulled the trigger. You can reach out to Detective Sullivan at 817-392-4330. Again, that is 817-392-4330. There is right now there's a $6,000 reward for information that leads to an arrest. We will include the GoFundMe that has been created for Carlitos in case you guys want to donate money, and this money is going towards the reward. So we'll make sure that we include it in the episode.
Mm-hmm. We will also share it on our Instagram stories, our threads, our Twitter, and include it in our link tree, so you can have it in easy access in order to help this family out with just trying to fight justice for their son, or again for their loved one.
Yeah. Esta es una pesadilla para la familia. La familia Laguna está sufriendo. Perder a un hijo es lo peor que le puede pasar a un padre. And es un dolor que nunca podrán olvidar. Carlitos debería de estar aquí. Un padre y una madre no deberían de estar... They shouldn't be burying their son, their child. It's heartbreaking. to it's been a couple of months already.
Yeah.
And nothing.
They deserve to get some sort of answers, or some sort of just, a clue, some sort of just anything that would lead them to finding any information in regards to this case. I truly can't imagine feeling what they're feeling, having to deal with this on the side. It's horrible. And we've said it many times in this episode, but someone out there knows something. People like these type of individuals that decide to just shoot somebody for their own satisfaction don't typically keep it to themselves. They either are sloppy and they leave some sort of evidence, they tell somebody in regards of bragging, and sooner or later that guilt will eat them up alive. And we're just hoping that this family gets the justice that they deserve for their son.
Yeah.
So again, if you know something about this case, please come out and say it. You can be completely anonymous.
Again, you can all help by sharing Carlito's story. You can repost our episode. You can also repost Carlos Laguna Senior's TikTok videos. It's hard. It's really hard seeing Carlos speak in these videos and talk about his son. You could see how much he misses his son when he talks about those positive memories that they shared together. He's smiling, and at the same time there's this sadness, in him that you can just see it, and it's so heartbreaking to just see this father. And you can also see the strength of a father to find justice in his son, because it's not easy to post these videos. It takes a lot to talk about what happened to your son, and then to share it to the world, to share him to the world, and for us to be able to know Carlitos with just seeing the dad's videos. It's heartbreaking. There's no other words for it, and our hearts go out to the Laguna family. And I'm glad that the dad is moving, he's trying, he's doing as much as he can for people to remember his son, to know who his son was, and to find justice for his son. We need to be loud.
Mm-hmm.
Just like we've been with all the other cases sharing it, we need to be loud with this one. We need others to know about Carlito's story. This family needs answers, they need peace, and Carlitos needs justice. Y este fue el caso de Luis Carlos Laguna Junior, also known as Carlitos.
It's just the not knowing is really hard. It's just like a constant everyday battle. You're trying to grieve, but then at the same time you want justice for your kid. I'll continue to post videos of him. He's a beautiful child. He was such a huge part of my life. We were together all the time. I have videos of us just being in the garage, and I was working on the cars or the garage itself, and he would just be sitting there talking to me. I mean, what 19-year-old hangs out with their parents like that? And he did. He would be there just talking to me and helping me, and I miss that part. I miss my best friend, and I'll never get that back. And I don't know how, at what point do you, not that you'll ever be okay with it, but at what point do you become functional? I don't know that I ever can. I mean, it's just, like I said, every day is a struggle, and we can just pray, just stay strong in my faith that, that God has a plan, and somehow this will work itself out. But again, thank you guys for everything y'all have been doing. Thank you for the kind words, and please continue to repost. My son didn't deserve this, and we need somebody to come forward. Thank you.
Y este fue el caso de esta semana. Again, All of the information, any of the GoFundMe links, they're all going to be listed in the description below, as well as in our LinkedIn, and we will make sure to share those in our posts for this week. But again, if you know something, if you see something, please come out and say it. It truly will help this family heal from this tragic event, and they truly deserve it. No parent should suffer this much for the loss of their child. And again, our hearts go out to the family and to his friends and to his loved ones. Losing somebody the way that they did is not only traumatic, but it's just so painful. So our hearts go out to them, and hopefully this episode will help them in any way, even if it's just sharing, even if it's passing the story around or sharing our videos or anything. It truly means the world to us if you just help them out in any way that you can. But again, all of the information will be in the description below, as well as in our link tree. And if you want to follow us in any of our social media platforms, you can do so by typing in at @SBSM_podcast for Twitter, or X as it's known now, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. Or you can type in "Sobre, escapó podcast" on Facebook, and we should be the first page to pop up. We officially have a YouTube channel now. We only have one video up, but you can follow us on there. Just type in "Sobre, escapó podcast," and our one video will pop up. We're working on the rest, so just give us some time. And
Por si nos quieren
I know
ver.
if you want to see our faces. So subscribe, like, share through there too. And if you want to listen to the rest of our episodes, you can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. I think there's no more Google Podcasts. I'm not sure. Amazon Music, or wherever you stream podcasts. Just type in "Sobre, escapó podcast," and our catalog should pop up. But yeah. Please, rate us, leave a message on our, how, if you like the podcast. We read those all the time. We really enjoy to see your feedback also. So yeah, we truly love it, and we can't wait to see what else you guys have to say about us. Hopefully it's something nice, please and thank you. But yeah, I think that's it, right?
It's different when you see us, like when videos come out. It's like, oh.
It's true. It truly is very humbling to see myself in video. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a while. At least when I did, I edited the audio portion of this video, it feels a little bit better because I'm like, oh, I'm not seeing my face. But when I see my face, I'm like, oh, I should have worn makeup.
It's like, did I blink too much? Did I not blink enough? Did I look pale? Like, it's just.
Or my favorite one, am I looking at the camera? Because sometimes I don't look at the camera. So I apologize for that. I'm still trying to work through that. Even though we've been doing this for 104 episodes, I still sometimes don't know where the camera is.
Es que es también por donde está, like where it's placed, right? Where the camera is, and then where your face is at, it's like, it's more lower, it's más abajito, so I'm looking at you, but in the camera, it's there. Like,
I get it.
So,
I get it.
Yeah.
But please,
no se burlen de nosotros.
I know,
Nice.
Don't make fun of us. Sometimes we don't want to wear makeup. I'm sorry. But yeah, with that,
yes. Continue sharing all of the episodes, please, because there's a lot of cases that we've covered that still need justice.
Definitely. Some that have been solved, some that are still, people are still being, missing and identified, and some cases are getting, new coverage. So please share, please, spread the word, because I'm pretty sure that the family will absolutely appreciate any sort of help to bring justice to their family members. So thank you so much, and we really appreciate everything you guys do. And I don't know,
that's it.
Anything else?
No, we'll see you guys next week.
We will see you guys next week, and happy April/spring.
Oh, yeah.
Because we weren't here during spring, like the beginning of spring. Whatever.
Yeah, but with Cali weather, it's just like
I'm telling you,
it's raining and then it's sunny and it's like
it's been hot for 2 days. 2 days, I think, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden it's gonna be cold tomorrow. So great. I hate this weather.
I feel like I've been like a Harry Potter. I've just been in my little
Cocoon.
cocoon for like the past 6 weeks, and I'm just like, oh man.
You're like,
I've been hiding from the world.
I know. It's wild. Don't come out.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh man, this world needs something.
And it needs change, but we'll see. We'll see until then. Bye.
But until then, just continue taking care of yourselves, continue taking care of each other as much as you can.
Yes, definitely. And we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, see you next week.
See you next week.
Adios.
Bye. Stay spooky.